This is the time we must show the world that we are one, and break the greatness God has brought our way, with a future so secure, and lead us what we need. This is the man.
Hello, beautiful people of Bayelsa State, and welcome to the maiden edition of the program HSDickson-Dickson, HSD in Action, a program which showcases the accomplishments, challenges, and aspirations of Honorable HSDickson as he strives to deliver on the social contract with the people of Bayelsa State. My name's Nikade Anderson, your anchor. We'll be right back after the short break. Welcome back. And to set the ball rolling on this maiden edition of the program, HSD in Action, we will take a look at the pre-commissioning inspection tour by Governor HSDickson to the Heroes Park, Yenagoa, and the Ijaw National Academy, Kayama, which took place on the 10th of June this year. The thunderous applause accorded the countryman governor on arrival at the Ijaw National Academy, Kayama, spoke volumes as the principal, Mr. Charles Johnson, and students appreciated Governor HSDickson for building the bridge to a secure future.
From the staff down to the students, and here you are very excited, waiting to receive the August visitors are coming.
So many illustrious people today, and we'd like to thank them very much for all the time and trouble that they've taken in coming here.
The governor, while commending the students for their exemplary conduct, inspected facilities in the school, including hostels, staff quarters, library, biology and physics laboratories, as well as state-of-the-art internet center with access to over 4 million books. Governor Dickson was impressed by the high level of proficiency displayed by the students in conducting scientific experiments and hinted them of the proposed visit of former head of state, General Yakubu Gowon, and Nobel laureate Wole Soyinka to the school.
There's no doubt when you move into this place and when you look at all the educational initiatives that the government has been pursuing for the past 5 years and counting, there's no doubt. When you look at everything we're doing, that we are determined to change the narrative, not only of this state, but of the Niger Delta region. And by so doing, lay the foundation for a greater, more prosperous, respected Nigeria.
In addition to being ranked among the best educational institutions in the country, the establishment of the Ijaw National Academy in Kayama has created jobs for several Bayelsans.
The man that gave us free education and manual employment. Yes. Yes, and give us
In a related development, the governor and other members of his restoration team also inspected ongoing work at the Ijaw Heroes Memorial Park, Yenagoa, and expressed satisfaction with the pace of work. In Yenagoa, Nikade Anderson. And that's not all. While on a 2-day working visit to Bayelsa State, General Yakubu Gowon also inaugurated the Ijaw National Academy. It's the 13th day of July 2017 and there is high excitement among the students of the Ijaw National Academy, Kayama, as they look forward to the arrival of the former head of state, General Yakubu Gowon, who is built to commission this historic project, the Ijaw National Academy. General Yakubu Gowon eventually arrives to the cheers and warm applause of students and staff of the Ijaw National Academy, said to be Nigeria's largest model boarding secondary school with a population of 1,000 students. He proceeds to commission the Ijaw National Academy, another legacy project of Governor HSDickson-Dickson.
From the beginning, from the father of the school, the idea of the school for all Ijaw people throughout Nigeria, from Calabar to the state, from Calabar state to the state, all Ijaws. This is being done in order to give you a really great future.
Even the aged literary icon Pa Gabriel Okara, Civil War veteran Captain Owunaro Sam, and others turn up for the historic event as Governor HSDickson takes the August visitors on a tour of facilities. Students of the school and other stakeholders speak on the free education policy of the Bayelsa state government.
So we have to say a big thank you for His Excellency Governor HSDickson for the free and compulsory education for the Ijaw child.
Very, very happy to be here. I want to appreciate Governor Dickson for making it possible for all of us to attend this wonderful school. He's the best governor in the whole world.
I'm very impressed with the work. In fact, I'm taken aback that this kind of job was done by the governor. I feel very appreciative of that.
Governor Dickson, who says he remains determined on establishing 15 functional boarding schools across the state, used the forum to present a 97 million naira check for the Bayelsa State Education Development Trust Fund.
So this amount is presented. It includes also the 5% of our IGR. And that's why all of us should be paying tax. Because it is from the tax you pay that 5% is deducted to support this program. Every month, the deductions are passed on to the Education Development Trust Fund, which we have established by law, and another 5% to the Health Insurance Fund.
With the establishment of the Ijaw National Academy in Kayama, Governor HSDickson again appears to be making a bold statement regarding his resolve to secure a solid foundation for the Bayelsa child. In Kayama, Nikade Anderson. Creek Haven, Bayelsa State seat of power, now wears a new look as the iconic Governor's Office complex was commissioned by Nigeria's former head of state, General Yakubu Gowon, retired. That was former head of state, a strong advocate of one indivisible Nigeria, General Yakubu Gowon, retired, commissioning the iconic Governor's Office complex built by Governor HSDickson, who later conducted the former head of state around the facility, adjudged to be one of the best in the country. Shortly after, General Yakubu Gowon was conferred with the traditional title of Seibidabo, which means benevolent father of the nation, by the chairman, Bayelsa State First Class Traditional Rulers Council, King Alfred Dieter-Spiff. General Gowon was accompanied by his wife, Lady Victoria Gowon, commended Governor HSDickson for his visionary leadership.
Let me appreciate all the support that God received from all the people of River State, which Bayelsa State was within that in the state, for all the support we've done to support the federal government and to make it a success. And from what I have seen, my visit both the River State as well as Bayelsa State. Tremendous progress has been made.
Bayelsans rolled out the drums to celebrate the achievements of the Dickson-led restoration government.
This iconic structure will be a place where governor after governor, after me, and others will walk in peace to lead our state aright with the fear of God, but always in service of our people. When we took over, you are all aware that we've been working for the past 5 years to lay a solid foundation, building on what we saw around, and also introducing more and more things to ensure that our state gets a desired destination.
The State Deputy Governor, Rear Admiral Borobia John Jonah, retired Speaker of the Bayelsa State House of Assembly, Right Honorable Komboyi Benson, and leader of the Pan-Niger Delta Forum, Chief Edwin Clark, were among dignitaries who attended the epoch-making event.
The commissioning of the iconic Governor's Office complex, like the fountain flowing right behind me, is expected to usher in a new dawn in Bayelsa State. In Yenagoa, Mikade, Anderson.
The State Empowerment and Expenditure for Results C4 project is one platform through which the state government, under the able leadership of Governor Henry HSDickson, is making positive impact on the lives of Bayelsa residents. Now, let's take a cruise around some C4 project sites as journalists were conducted around. C4 projects inspected include the Fadama 3 cassava processing plant Ebedebri, intended to boost Gari production and other cassava byproducts, refurbished Government Crafts Development Center located in Sagbama and Nembe communities with upgraded facilities for effective acquisition of technical and vocational skills in catering, fashion design, plumbing, welding, among others. Journalists were also conducted round the Corpus Lodge built in Toruangiama in Sagbama local government area, Olodani in Kolokuma Opokuma local government area, and Otakeme in Ogbea local government area to provide accommodation for corps members deployed to the state.
Yes, actually I want to thank Governor Sarakudisi for making our Corpus Lodge one of the best.
For this structure, corpus were posted to Angiama, and due to these accommodation problems, they used to go back to Sagbama, the headquarters. And since this structure has been built in this Angiama, corpus have shown much interest to come to the community.
Olodani community also now has a 500 capacity town hall, while market stalls have been built in Abuari, Agudamaipie, and Ebedebiri communities.
The part that the state government is taking from World Bank is actually a credit. It's a loan. So when you borrow money, it's in your money. So it's the state government that is doing all. I want us to understand, put it very clearly, so that we know that it is the state government that has gone this far. Not only using its resources that you have, but going to get additional funding that you will pay back with some little charges, so that we will be able to make Bayelsans happy.
So in fulfillment of the first project development objective, which is enhancement of youth employment, we are now employing about 4,226 youths now. So among these youths, we deployed about 75 to 80 to this road. So these youths will be engaged for the period of 1 year. After this 1 year, they will be phased out, others will come in.
To improve the road network in the state, C4 has constructed link roads and concrete walkways. C4 projects in the state capital, Yenagoa, include the 400 by 7.6 meters La Gold Road, Ekeki, 150 meters by 7.5 meters Bosi Water, Etegwe Edipie Road, 200 by 5 meters Chris Lane Road, Akemfa, Saptex Road linking Captain Ayeni Road, Yanizwegene, and the Ekeki Okaka Internal Road project. Other intervention road projects have also been executed in Abura, Toru-Urua, Sagbama, Elebele, as well as Nembe Basambri and Ugbolomabri.
All thanks to state government and the C4 for a wonderful partnership in making this road to be as it is today here.
The C4 project is a multi-sector project designed to bring a series of reforms to improve the quality of lives in the Niger Delta states of Delta, Edo, Rivers, and Bayelsa.
The State Empowerment and Expenditure for Results project is an initiative of the Governor Dickson-Dickson-led administration in partnership with the World Bank and other international donor agencies. Nikade Anderson.
Ofuruma Pepe, a popular title of Governor Henry Dickson, was made popular by a Southern Ijaw-born poet, Chief Adolphus Munamuna. I had a chat with him and he highlighted the efficacy of using the drum and oratory skills to project the rich cultural heritage of the Ijaw people. The talking drum is one of the symbols of old African tradition. It is an hourglass-shaped drum from West Africa whose pitch can be regulated. And if the rhythmic beats of a talking drum is blended with superb oratory skills, the result is a beautiful expression of African tradition. Let's get to meet Chief Adolphus Munamuna, the Bayelsa-born Ijaw poet who popularized Governor Dickson's title of Ofuruma Pepe through the instrumentality of a drum and enchanting his own lyrics.
Dedicated myself to the promotion of Ijaw cultures, and these have taken me to France, to Israel, to Italy, to to Egypt, all over the world. We've been trying to propagate the Ijaw culture.
This unique Ijaw poet also composes poems to eulogize great Ijaw heroes such as the literary icon Pa Dr. Gabriel Okara.
Dr. Gabriel Okara.
Chief Adolphus Munamuna is the special assistant to the governor on cultural works and health from Ottawa in Southern Ijaw local government area of Bayelsa State.
Governor Dickson, Bayelsa Bedawi,
in Yenagoa, Nikade Anderson. And now to our interview segment, let's unveil our guest for the week. Follow me. Hello and welcome to the interview segment of HSD in Action. And right here we have with us a very distinguished personality, Right Honorable Kombowe Benson, the Speaker of the Bayelsa State House of Assembly, who is indisputably the longest serving Speaker in the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Sir, you're welcome.
Thank you very much.
Sir, you seem to enjoy so much solidarity and sustained support among your colleagues in the Bayelsa State House of Assembly. Can you please share with us your secret?
Well, I want to thank you for giving me the privilege to be on here with you. Actually, the solidarity I try to enjoy, particularly for the past 5 years plus, is because of the understanding of the members who are serving with me. Actually, you must feel the way they feel. I was once a member. I was not speaker all through. In my first tenure, second tenure, to an extent, I was a member. In fact, I served as deputy leader from the day I came into the house, and sometimes had some problems, and later was restored and became the chief whip. Until I was made speaker, I was the chief whip of the house. And so I know how the ordinary member feels over a lot of issues. And so I wouldn't want to give them what I don't like anybody doing to me.
And this same cordial relationship appears to be extended to the executive arm of government. Of course, the three tiers of government exist for the purpose of providing checks and balances, but in Bayelsa State we've noticed that there's an unprecedented cordial relationship between the legislature and the executive arm of government. Is it because of the quality of leadership that's been provided by the Governor Dickson administration, or what is it?
Yes, that is very, very true. You know, administrations and the administrators come with different styles of leadership. For Dickson's method is driving from the all-inclusive kind of wisdom. He would not want to drive a particular policy without having the inputs of various sectors. Sometimes he even goes out beyond the operatives of government. He tries to take from technocrats over what he wants to do. He's a collaborator. He's very, very collaborative in all his structures. That is why it does not take any decision just as he wakes up from his bed. He always has a team. You always have to call people around, and you make your contributions, and then at the end of the day, decisions are made. And that is why the relationship we have with the executive is in that direction. When your ideas are sought, even before the policies are made, you are not, you are not neglected. You are not pushed, to the corner. It is not as if he sees the House of Assembly as a mere placement of a lawmaking house, and people are just there to do his bidding. No, he draws your attention. He tries to take what is in you, and then he puts you into the arrangement of what he is trying to do. And by that way, what do you have to struggle over? If in the process of the policy making, you have contributed your part, sometimes from the formulative stage, stage of it, we formulate the policies together. So he does not bring up an issue, hiding something behind, before projecting it to the House of Assembly. If I am not there, other members who are, important aspects to those policies are always carried along.
Now, recently under your watch, distinguished speaker, honorary speaker, there was a special joint session with former legislators of Old River State. Now, what inspiration, what lessons were drawn from that exercise?
Yeah, thank you very much. We decided to bring in our colleagues who have served in the Old River State, and even those who served the present Bayelsa State right from 1999 till date, because we felt we are an institution, we are an arm of government. Whether they have served out of the term or not, they have something to contribute. They have something to remind us. They have something, at least as experience would have it. We don't want to just believe that we are everything. Nobody is an epitome of knowledge.
Public-private initiatives as a means of driving the development process appears to be increasingly being adopted, across the globe. and with specific reference to the African University Tororoa. Would like to have your take on that.
Well, the issue of the African University and its establishments have had a fair share of criticisms here and there. But I believe that even if we don't attach it to the private sector, I don't think we have too many universities now in the state that we should be talking so much about it. My take on it is that each year we try to go into admissions. We are not getting what the quota we're supposed to get. People see Bayelsa State to be a small state. We are not small. We are no longer small. Even if we were small, with the creation of Bayelsa, as a state, so many persons have come into the state, and every day the population is increasing. And you are aware how a lot of our people are out there, not connected to the upland. And what we need to do is just to create an avenue, an opportunity for more persons to be educated.
Without preempting you, sir, is it likely in any way to have any negative implication on the existing state-owned university, the Niger Delta University?
It has not, and it exists on its own. The university, the Wilberforce Island University, has nothing to suffer in terms of manpower, in terms of students, strength. I don't think it has anything to suffer. The state government is only trying to open more avenues for participation, and with the way it was created, or it was housed, I believe that there is the tendency of the governor to bring in more international presence, because he has a lot of friends, he has a lot of goodwill outside with the way he started the government, from the transparency briefings and then sending bills to the house, to even impeach himself where he fails. And every month he comes out to give what comes in and what is being expended. In the past, these are challenges we had. Nobody knew how monies were coming in, monies were going out. And so when the international bodies come to know about how transparent this government is, they picked up interest and also called on the governor several times to collaborate with him on possible areas. And this was one key area that he has declared emergency for, which is education. And that was why I believe that the policy went in that direction, to ensure that the international presence also come to participate in the educational sector.
Thank you very much, sir. Now, as a parting shot, sir, under your watch, what should the good people of Bayelsa State expect from the Bayelsa State House of Assembly?
I want to sincerely give thanks to God for the opportunity, and will always thank the people of Bayelsa State also, and will always want them to understand that lawmaking needs a lot of stability, and we have come to demonstrate that right now. The governor supporting the assembly, we have come to enshrine stability. It is not a fighting end. The House of Assembly is a place you come with intelligence, wisdom, to make good laws to govern your people.
Well, it's been a pleasure speaking with you, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Well, that's it on our interview segment. We'll now take you back to our studio.
And that's how we wrap it up on this edition of the program, HSD in Action. Until we meet again, same time, same station, next week, I am Nikadi Anderson saying, think Bayelsa, think greatness. Cheers.